Africa, we heard your voice. We know where the chains began, but we also know where the scars continued. This is our reply from across the ocean. We grew up with missing names and broken bloodlines. Families erased from history, identities redesigned. They sold our ancestors, then laws kept us confined. Now we speak with truth so the world can recognize.
We are the children of survival, built from pain, struggle, labor, and revival.
From cotton fields to city streets,
we carried the title.
Black Americans speaking back with truth in every cycle.
We remember the shifts,
we remember the change,
we remember the nations that benefited from our pain. But we also remember our strength remains.
Our ancestors were taken from West Africa by European traders working with African kingdoms and middlemen who captured rival tribes and sold human beings for profit. Men, women, and children were forced on the ships during the transatlantic slave trade. Millions died before reaching American soil. Those who survived into plantations in the United States, where slavery became an economic machine. Their labor built wealth for plantation owners, banks, insurance companies, railroads, and governments. Black Americans were stripped of original languages, religions, family names, and tribal identities. Slave owners separated parents from children to prevent rebellion and destroy cultural memory. Enslaved people worked from sunrise to night under violence, whip, starvation, and public punishment. After slavery ended in 1865, freedom still came with oppression. Black Americans faced black codes, segregation, lynching, and voter suppression. Schools were separated, housing was restricted, wealth was denied through discriminatory policies. Many black communities were burned during racial massacres like Tulsa. Even after military service in American wars, black veterans returned home to racism and unequal treatment. During the civil rights movement, leaders marched, protested, and died, demanding equal rights under the law. So when Africa speaks about the slave trade, understand we carry the consequences every generation. Our music, culture, language, and identity were created from survival inside a nation that profited from our ancestors' suffering. This history is not entertainment for us. It is inherited trauma mixed with resilience.
We search for roots they buried deep below, trying to rebuild what the slave ships stole. Different accents, same blood in our souls, separated by ocean but connected through the struggle. We are the children of survival, built from pain, struggle, labor, and revival.
From cotton fields to city streets,
we carry the title.
Black Americans speaking back with truth in every cycle.
We remember the shifts,
we remember the change,
we remember the nations that benefited from our pain. But we also remember our strength remains.
Yeah, some black Americans feel anger toward Africa because history taught us that some Africans participated in capturing and selling other Africans. That truth cannot be ignored. But we also understand colonial powers expanded greed, warfare, and division across the continent. European empires industrialized slavery and transformed human lives into global commerce. America continued that system for centuries and built national wealth from unpaid labor. Today, many black Americans still face inequality in education, healthcare, policing, employment, and generational wealth. Yet despite slavery, segregation, and discrimination,
black Americans created influential music, literature, sports, inventions, businesses, and political movements that shaped global culture. We turned suffering into influence, heard around the world.
But this reply is not about hatred toward Africa.
It is about honesty.
We want acknowledgement of every side of the history.
We want understanding instead of silence.
The descendants of enslaved Africans in America
are still searching for connection,
identity, and healing after centuries of displacement.
No more hiding history.
No more.
No more rewriting pain. The truth belongs to every generation.
Africa and Black America
must speak openly so healing can begin. We survived the shifts, we survived the change, we survived restrained.
Now the descendants speak
with the voices they could not contain.
from Africa to America. The story is connected forever. The wounds are real, but so is the bloodline.
Black Americans reply not with silence,
But with remembrance.
You tell us remember Africa, but how do we remember a home that helped sell us away? This is the anger they never let us speak.
You say we lost our roots in America, but some of those roots were cut before the ships even sailed. That pain never disappeared. We got questions for Africa.
Questions built from chains and graves.
How did black hands help Europeans build the slave trade?
How did kingdoms trade lives for guns and wealth?
Now generations carry wounds that never heal,
And black Americans,
still live with what was sealed.
our anger did not begin in America. It began the moment African captives were marched to coastal prisons, while African traders and rulers negotiated with European slave merchants. The truth is difficult, but history records that some African kingdoms participated in capturing rivals, prisoners of war, and vulnerable communities to exchange them for weapons, cloth, alcohol, and economic advantage. Black Americans grew up hearing only part of the story. We were taught about white slave owners, plantations, and racism in America. But many of us later discovered that Africans also stood at the beginning of that chain. That realization created confusion, sorrow, and anger inside generations of descendants who already felt abandoned by history. Our ancestors screamed inside slave ships, while traders counted profits. Families disappeared forever, languages vanished. Spiritual systems were destroyed, bloodlines were erased from memory. Then after centuries passed, black Americans were expected to simply reconnect emotionally to a continent connected to the beginning of their suffering. That is not hatred toward African people today. It is grief carried through generations. Many black Americans feel disconnected because they do not know their tribes, nations, or true family origins. We inherited the trauma,
But not the identity.
we inherited the struggle,
But not the names. America enslaved us.
Europe financed it.
But some Africans supplied it.
That truth,
Lives heavily inside us. We got questions for Africa.
questions built from chains and graves.
Hey, how did black hands help Europeans build the slave trade? Hey,
How did kingdoms trade?
lives for guns and wealth. Now generations carry wounds that never heal.
And black Americans,
Still live with what was sealed.
black Americans spent centuries fighting to survive racism, segregation, lynching, mass incarceration, and discrimination, while also carrying unanswered questions about Africa's role in the slave trade. Some of us wonder whether our ancestors cried out for help that never came. Some wonder if greed and tribal conflicts became stronger than unity. History shows that European empires expanded and industrialized slavery on a massive scale. But the trade also depended on local systems that provided human beings to the coast. Without that cooperation, the scale of the transatlantic slave trade may not have reached millions. That fact remains painful for descendants trying to understand their history. Honestly, today, some black Americans feel frustration when Africans speak about unity without acknowledging the emotional damage caused by this history. We are told to reconnect while still carrying inherited sorrow from betrayal, displacement, and cultural destruction. Healing requires honesty from every side, not selective memory.
We are not speaking from hatred. We are not speaking We are speaking from war.
Black Americans became a people forged through slavery.
Survival, resistance, and isolation from ancestral origins.
Their pain
Still echoes through generations, searching for truth.
no more incomplete history.
No more incomplete history.
No more silence around responsibility.
Truth is uncomfortable,
But truth,
is necessary for healing. We remember the ships. We remember the chains. We remember who bought us and who helped send us away.
their pain
Still lives in Black America today.
this is not revenge.
This is not revenge.
This is remembrance.
This is not revenge.
The descendants are finally speaking with honesty history tried to bury.